Welcome to Englewood After Dark, Episode 9, The House Always Wins. Englewood After Dark is a serialized horror audio drama, and for the best experience we recommend starting with Episode 1. Content warnings for this episode include discussions of murder, suicide, near drowning, bullying, and conspiracy talk. Hey there, intrepid mystery lovers, and welcome back to another episode of whatever the fuck this is. Englewood After Dark? Englewood Post After Dark? Who fucking knows? I'm your host, Eve. Just Eve, because I didn't prepare a bit. I didn't prepare anything. Satisfied?
And I'm her plucky co-host, one of those blasted meddling kids.
What do you want from me, Finn?
Let the record show that Eve is slumped over the desk and morosely gazing into a glass of iced tea.
What record? Finn? What record? We don't have an audience. Why are we recording this?
For posterity.
This isn't posterity. It's just sad.
Ah, like the final girl in a found-footage B movie. Anyway, tonight's episode is a real special one.
Like we didn't say that every other week. It all feels like a dumb game now. Like a fading fucking dream.
Well, that's why we gotta rebrand, Eve. Build it all again from the ground up. We need a new name. Englewood Dark. Englewood Black. Englewood Exposed. Englewood Raw. Englewood Uncut. Nothing. No witty remark. Not even an eye roll. What kind of washed up noir drunk are you? Hey, what's with the face? What's up?
What's up? Something other than everything we worked for has gone up in flames. Something other than our hopes and dreams have been torn to pieces before our eyes. Something other than that, Finn?
Sorry. I didn't mean it like that. And hey, we can pick up the pieces. Don't worry, as long as you got me, nothing can stop.
Could you just stop? I need you to take the 11 and bring it, to maybe a 4.
4? A 4 is a big ask. I could maybe do 5.5. And now she's making rude gestures at me. Well, at least we know she's okay.
Nothing about this is okay.
At least we still have each other? Eve?
Yeah, we do. Thanks, Finn. It's Dad. He made an unwanted comment when I called last night. He's eased off this year, but with this brotherhood business he's getting... he's being an ornery old fuck, as Mum put it.
I mean, he's just worried about you, right? You know how dads are.
Yeah, well, it's a lot. Every slip, every fuck-up I make, he sees it as a fucked-up sign that I'm going in the wrong direction. That I can't survive without them. Every conversation ends with him... with us. At each other's throats. Sniping, you know?
Well, you know what he means by that, right?
Sometimes I think I know. Sometimes I don't.
I think he sees how hard you work every step of the way. I think he sees how much you struggled to get where you are. And I think if I was your dad, I wouldn't want you to keep struggling your whole life. Every dad wants his daughter to be happy and healthy.
I told you I almost drowned when I was a kid, right?
Yeah, you did.
You know what my dad does every time I go to the beach? Or hang out at the river or go to the pool?
No?
He tells me not to drown this time. Like it's a joke. I guess. Like, the time I almost fucking died is somehow funny to him. My dad doesn't do honest emotions, Finn. He does repression and misdirection.
Do you want to just get this show on the road? I take that as a no.
What show?
Oh, come on. You know they can't silence us forever. We're coming back bigger and better than ever.
This is going to sound shitty, but what if he's right?
What?
My dad. About all of this.
Once again. What?
Maybe it's easier to let it go.
You cannot be serious.
Can't I?
No, you can't. We've come so far and we've uncovered so much. We're so close.
We've come so far and lost, Finn. We haven't uncovered a thing.
Haven't uncovered anything? Then explain why Englewood University is investigating the Brotherhood of Oak and Ash.
They aren't investigating. They're looking into allegations. Allegations. Which is political speak for nothing is going to happen. They already said they found no evidence of wrongdoing, so that's the extent of their investigation.
So what? Now the people know. The students know. And the students talk. Now that it's out there in the world, people will start talking.
Yeah, well, that's just what I'm afraid of.
Pardon?
People are talking, but not about the Brotherhood of Oak and Ash. They're talking about crazy Finn and Eve.
Every mystery seems crazy until the big reveal. We signed up for this.
Finn, it's not about Englewood. It's not about Schmidt. It's about us. About our lives. There's more to it than this damn show. How am I going to have a future if I'm forever remembered as a conspiracy theorist? I want a doctorate. I want people to see my work and take me seriously, and fuck, who's going to take me seriously if Google searching my name unearths crazy Eve Pemberley and her conspiracy theories? Listen to what you're saying, Finn.
No, listen to what you're saying, Eve. You are the one who told me that you're studying psych to help people. You told me that you cared. And the way I see it, this whole damn campus has had the Brotherhood breathing down their necks for decades, bullying people, coercing people, killing people. Eve, how can you sit there and tell me you want to help people when you can't even help the people in your own backyard?
Allegedly. Allegedly bullying people. Allegedly coercing people. Allegedly killing people. Allegedly.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna keep alleging until something sticks. I promised myself a long time ago that I'd hold on to the things that I care about, and that I'd chase them forever if anything happened to those things. And I love this show.
Finn.
It's like you said, Lady Killjoy. There's no audience now. You're just monologuing into a microphone for nobody to hear. It's been a rough week, Eve. Let's just let it out.
Faye. Whatever. Fine, just give me a minute, okay?
So, you want to talk about why we're off the books today?
So I can explain it to our audience of who, exactly. Do you want one?
No, thanks. So, intrepid viewers, those of you guys who've stuck with us for so long, we have been advised to discontinue making episodes while we are under investigation for, and I quote, hate speech.
Fascists.
The audacity.
Right. Like those rich little shit suckers under investigation for hate speech. We're gonna get sued by Daddy's lawyer. You bet your ass.
I will not be taking that bet. I have a superb ass, and I'm not losing it.
But seriously, fuck those guys. Papa, the plebs are hate speeching against us. Make them stop immediately.
Throw money at it. Make it go away.
Fuck them. Do we have alcohol?
Hey, that's illegal.
Snitch. You gonna tell Hannessy on me?
Nah, I'm gonna call your mom.
My Scottish mother? Yeah, she'll be really disappointed in me.
Hey, come on, you know I'd never narc.
Yeah, because you hate authority, right? Wouldn't even go with me to talk to Pube Evans.
Alright, Eve. So, I'm looking at the report now. Finn didn't say anything about knowing who drugged him at the time.
I know, but...
And Eve, you were there with him. Why didn't you say anything?
I was trying to respect Finn's wishes.
Eve, I really want to help you. I do. I really do. But we don't have any proof of any of this.
Why?
Why, what?
Why do you want to help us?
I'm a big fan of looking out for the little guys.
Is she okay?
She's fine. Just,
IA motherfucker.
yeah, she's just dealing with a lot.
Seems like it's rough all over.
I'm sorry about your podcast.
Eve.
Don't Eve me, Finn. We should have gone to the cops after you got kidnapped, but you wouldn't go.
Come on.
So we have no proof, no support from the cops. I think Pube Evans thinks I'm insane.
I'm sure.
No, I walked in there and I sat with that guy and I had to deal with him looking at me like I'm an idiot.
You know why
I know
didn't.
why you say you didn't report it, but I also know it doesn't make any sense. He could have helped us, Finn. He could have helped you.
I know you're upset.
Oh, come off it. You refused to go to police. Refused. And now we don't have a legal leg to stand on with them.
Eve.
That was the number one comment we got on that episode, you know? Why didn't Finn just tell the police? So why didn't you?
I didn't have to do anything I didn't want to. I didn't want to go to the police, alright? I couldn't deal with it right then, okay?
Fine.
Fine?
Explain yesterday to me. Why didn't you come with me then? You've had time. You half agreed last episode. We have it on tape. I would have been there. Seriously, why? I'm not stupid, so what is it?
I don't like the police that much, okay?
Okay, sure. The police suck. But do you really expect me to believe that that's the only reason you have an aversion to cops? Fine, don't answer. Can we just go home? I think Carmen said she was getting pizza.
Eve, please, just a little longer. I have a theory.
Oh, Jesus.
Doesn't it all seem too coincidental? Eve, come on, entertain me for just a minute.
Fine. Craft me a conspiracy, tinfoil hat man.
We know something is going on here.
Ghosts again?
I don't think it's ghosts, and you know it.
Do I? It's almost always ghosts.
You said that. No takebacks.
Fuck off.
Just simmer down and let me speculate. Come on, Eve. The fire alarm's going off in the dorms every night this week. That's a weird coincidence, don't you think?
Yeah, and they went off every night for the first week of the semester when Hassan was making bacon on his forbidden hot plate.
But we know it's not Hassan this time. Not after that RA made him cry when she uncovered his dark hot plate secret.
Eh.
Okay, what about my bike being stolen?
You've lost your bike before.
I've lost my bike before, sure, but not in 5 minutes when I quickly went to the store. Like, that's not losing a bike, that's having someone maliciously take it.
Seb said you were flirting with the new guy in the shop, dude. You sure it was 5 minutes?
And your gym flooding overnight?
I'm not arguing that someone isn't fucking with us. They probably are. But we can't prove it.
Just because we can't prove it doesn't make it not true.
In the eyes of the university, it does.
I'm not talking about that right now. I'm talking about what we know, and what we can assume.
That we're fucked?
They're messing with us, right?
Clearly.
But, like, why?
Assholes like to gloat or something?
Sure. When I was in middle school, there was this guy in the year above me, Hugo, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, Hugo heard me use the word thespian one day, since, you know, drama kid for life, baby.
You? I never would have guessed.
Haha. Anyway, he started telling the other kids I was a lesbian.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it was a whole misgendering, homophobic smorgasbord. I put up with it for a while, you know. I remember thinking, God, this guy is so stupid, he doesn't even know that he's bullying me wrong.
Oh. Did you try to correct him?
Yeah, just made it worse. I proclaimed to the entire cafeteria that he should just call me gay because I wasn't a girl.
Oh no.
Yeah, I did not live that one down for a while.
Middle schoolers being unkind? No way.
Well, one day, I just lost it, you know? Just straight up punched this kid in the face.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I busted up my hand pretty good too.
I bet.
And I remember he fell to the floor and he just looked up at me with this huge bloody nose and the biggest gloating smirk on his face.
Because he'd won.
Pretty much, yeah. He knew that it didn't really matter what he'd done to me since it was all verbal. What mattered is that we had a zero-tolerance policy for physical violence.
That sucks.
I had to sit opposite that smug-ass kid until our parents got there, and his dad was like, something to do with City Hall? I don't know.
Rich asshole?
Right. They were like 2 peas in a pod. And I realized it had never mattered from the beginning. Hugo had always known he was going to win.
What's his last name? I want to look him up.
That's not the point.
Too late. I already found him.
What? How?
I knew where you grew up. Also, there aren't that many Hugos in the area. He's a manager in an ice cream shop.
Seriously? Wait, at Pietro's?
Yep.
Wow. But that's beside the point.
You were making a point?
Yes. The Brotherhood, they're rubbing our faces in this because they know they're going to get away with it.
Well, yeah, we don't have any real evidence of any wrongdoing because someone wouldn't go to the police.
No, I'm saying they're too smug. They were never going to get in trouble to start with.
Because they have rich parents.
Because they have friends in high places.
Ah, the Illuminati.
Secret societies work because they're all really good at watching each other's backs. Is it so far-fetched that there might be members of the Brotherhood working for the university? With ties to law enforcement?
Allegedly.
Allegedly? What better way to preserve the Brotherhood than to have people working for the school or the police?
That's your excuse for not going to Pube Evans? You think he's part of the secret society?
Why not? He's been involved in the Ludwig Schmidt case from the very beginning. He found the girls multiple times. He's a town staple and he has a position of power.
Allegedly.
Eve, come on.
No, you come on. I've actually met this guy, you know? He comes from Englewood. His dad was a mechanic. He's not a secret society type.
How do you...
He's good people. He tried to help me. He seemed genuinely sad that he couldn't do more. He bought me a Snickers from the vending machine and then got me a whole new snack when he found out that I had a peanut allergy.
Or it was all an act.
Give me a little credit, Finn. I'm not that gullible or naive. I think I might have noticed if it was all an act.
Sociopaths and psychopaths pretend every day of their lives. They fool everyone they know.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
We're already in trouble for hate speech. Probably don't want to get in trouble for also speculating about whether a cop is a psychopathic secret society member.
Okay, fine. But you have to admit that it's all a little suspicious how, right when we think we have them, it turns out they have us. That's more than just a gang of 20-somethings who meet up once a week wearing black robes and chanting. That's organization.
I mean, allegedly. We know that they're organized. Allegedly, they orchestrated, at least one murder, an arson, and a kidnapping.
That doesn't seem like more than just student organized to you?
Allegedly, maybe, but, this is coming from the man who has yet to do laundry this semester.
Ow.
There is definitely some level of alleged organization, yes, but I don't think it's healthy or practical to start blaming everything on the Brotherhood. At the end of the day...
Your gym flooded itself?
Pipes burst all the time, Finn. It's cold, the building's old. It's like people who believe in Friday the 13th.
The most cursed day of the year?
Right, what was I thinking? Okay, but people who do believe in Friday the 13th see bad things happening on that day as proof that the day has some kind of power. But the day just primes people to be aware of bad things. If it was any other day, you wouldn't even notice them.
Or the universe is acting to confine all of the terrible things to one day a year.
Right. Why would it do that, exactly? Assuming a self-aware universe?
Suffering is best all at once. Get it over and done with, like ripping off a band-aid. Nothing worse than prolonged suffering.
I mean, sure, but I think you're giving a bunch of matter floating through space too much credit.
You seriously don't believe in Friday the 13th? I've seen you yell at people when they open umbrellas indoors.
Yeah, because umbrellas are huge and in the way and people are careless with them, not because of superstition.
Do you walk under ladders?
No, because that's dangerous, not because of a superstition.
Do you seriously not believe in a single esoteric thing?
I think aliens might exist somewhere in the infinite universe, but that's about it.
You think aliens are involved?
In this?
Yeah.
Are you fucking serious? No, I don't think aliens or ghosts or demons or fucking lycanthropes had anything to do with this. And I think that becoming obsessed with who is out to get us is ridiculous. At the end of the day, we know why this all blew up in our faces. We were careless and stupid, and they were smarter than us.
Luckier?
What?
You said smarter. I'd argue they were just luckier than us.
When it comes down to it, they were operating in extreme secrecy and with Daddy's credit card, and we were operating extremely publicly with nothing more than our own grit and determination. And just like always happens, money, prestige, and power won.
But they haven't won yet, Eve. Not while we're still here. Not while we still care.
Are you insinuating that I don't care?
No, just... You're acting like this is over, and it doesn't have to be over.
So when is it over, then? When we lose our show? When they've sued us? When we're being threatened with jail time for continuing on? When we've been ordered to stop? Where's the line?
Wherever we decide it is, Eve, that's my point.
Christ, Finn.
Look, I'm not saying we go until we're behind bars, but just hear me out for a second.
I've been hearing you out.
You haven't, though. All you've been doing is shooting down everything I say.
Hearing you out doesn't mean agreeing with you. But, you know what? Fine, one more shot. Go on.
Just because we hit a roadblock doesn't mean all the work we did goes to waste. Just like writing a story, if you worked yourself into a corner, just go back to the last point where it was working and move forward from there in a different direction.
What would that even mean for us?
We tried going after the wrong people. I mean, we went after the right people, but we can't get to those people because other people are standing in our way. The friends in high places, the ones with the real power and who are abusing it. If we want to take down the Brotherhood,
No.
then we have to take down their friends first.
No.
Eve, you know I'm right.
Okay, Finn. Let's entertain this for just 1 second here. Say you're right. The police are in on it. They've got friends in law enforcement or some political sway or whatever it is that allows them to be protected. Your plan is to agitate these people.
All we need is one piece of evidence, Eve. That's enough for them to open up an investigation and weed out any corrupt cops.
Okay. Then what if you're wrong? What if you're way off base and you start obsessively trying to pick at something that's not there? Then, not only are you getting nowhere, but you're aggravating both the police and the Brotherhood, and we are fucked.
Okay, then work with me here. How can we do this? You're better at planning than I am, so why don't you come up with a plan of attack?
Because I don't want to attack.
I refuse to believe that you just want to give up and walk away.
Of course I don't.
But you just said...
Finn, this is a no-win scenario. We have two choices, fight or run. They're both shitty options and I don't like either of them, but one of them doesn't open us up to being hurt further.
So all of that, months of work, down the drain, it amounts to nothing?
Yes, Finn. I'm sorry that there's no way for you to get what you want this time, but sometimes life just kicks you in the dick and you have to deal with it.
I get that.
Do you? Because you're acting like this is the first time the world has ever told you no, and honestly, that wouldn't surprise me.
Alright, my turn for a hypothetical. If we stop, do you really think that the Brotherhood is going to stop messing with us?
Why would they have any reason to continue?
Because when you let corrupt people get away with corrupt things, it only further proves that they can get away with anything. And they can't!
Yes, they can. Jesus, Finn. You should have learned this lesson back when you punched Hugo.
You're siding with my middle school bully now?
Of course not. But I know you. You don't just sit there when someone antagonizes you. You get snarky and you fight back. If you did let him walk all over you, brushed it off and ignored the little shit, he would have been done with you in like a week and moved on. Instead, you punched him in the face. And look where that got you. In a no-win scenario just like this one. Is it fair? Of course not, but if we back off now, they have no reason to keep agitating us.
And you know that for sure? These people drugged and kidnapped me. I'm supposed to feel safe just assuming they'll leave me be?
If you're so concerned about your own safety, why didn't we go to the police?
What's this?
Sycamore Hall. Everyone says it's haunted, right?
Didn't you say the moaning was just students boning in the attic?
Of course that's what I think, but I'm sure you'd have a different theory. The locked room murders are pretty bizarre. Students killed inside dorm rooms, locked from the inside. Suspicious, right?
And?
You wanted my suggestion. This is it. This is my suggestion. We've got a new cold case ready to go. When you come back from the break, we apologize and then tell them we've been looking into other cases, and maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to keep doing the podcast. Is that good enough? If not, we've got plenty of shit to choose from. There's the 2012 mass hysteria, the demon in the stacks legend. Wasn't there also that one Englewood stalker you wanted to look into?
What happens if we dig into other cases around Englewood and they lead back to the Brotherhood?
Finn, for the love
No,
of...
Eve, I'm serious. Who's to say they didn't have a part to play in a bunch of stuff, not just this? What happens if we stumble onto them again? Are we gonna back off every time it happens?
If it happens, then yes. If you're really scared for your safety, like the rest of us are, then backing off is the only decision to make.
I feel like we're letting people down.
Who? Our fans? I hate to break it to you, Finn, but we aren't exactly internet celebrities.
No, not our fans. Amber and Briggs and, if we were right, Professor Bennett.
Finn, I understand, but...
Do you? Because I think if you did, you'd be on my side.
I can understand and disagree at the same time.
Eve, I know you don't believe in ghosts.
What does that have to do with anything?
You don't believe in ghosts, spirits, demons, or seemingly an afterlife of any kind. Is that fair to assume?
Yes, that's fair.
Then I know you don't understand. These people who did nothing to deserve what they got in life, killed before their time, life stolen from them by some faceless, cowardly enemy. They're watching us. Watching this. They all have serious unfinished business, never got the justice they deserved, and our choice affects them. We stumbled onto something here. We know the truth about them. We're closer than anyone else right now.
This isn't our problem to solve. All we did was start a podcast. I didn't sign up for cults and kidnappings and laying spirits to rest.
Neither did I. But we're the only ones that can, and we have a responsibility to do so. Life isn't fair, Eve.
And what if I refuse?
Well, then you might as well sign up for the Brotherhood, because if you cover this all up again, then you're an accessory to their murder. Eve, I didn't...
No. I'm leaving.
Can't we...
If I stay here any longer, I'm going to say something I regret. I'll see you after the break.
Show's fucking over. See you all after break.
You just finished listening to Englewood After Dark Episode 9, starring Dennis Altman as Finn Nightingale, Hannah Brown as Eve Pemberley, Sam Goguen as Sheriff Pugh Bevans, and Nala Campbell as Deputy Daniels. On-air music by the talented Athen, and opening music by Nicholas Gasparini. Written and sound designed by Hannah Brown, Dennis Altman, and A. Rose. Find out more on our website at englewoodafterdark.com.